Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and increasingly Black Friday feels like November. So we're already seeing the first deals for game developers, and we're starting this one off with a doozy. This isn't one bundle, this isn't two bundles, but it is three bundles. All of them are huge, one for Unreal, one for Unity, and one for Godot. These are on Gumroad. This is Leartes Studio, and their staple of developers. And you can see this is one of the assets in action. So I'm going to do a quick preview of the various different assets that are available, and then we'll show you how you can go about getting the bundles. By the way, all the bundles are the same price. They show up as $99, but you use the code BF60. It is scrolled down below. You will find it when looking at the assets, and that will knock $60 off. So all of these things are going to be $39.99 US, and each one of these is big. Now, this one is by far the biggest bundle. This is the Unity one. Unreal Engine one. And we got a couple of different environments here. This one is a robot factory. So if you got a sci-fi setting you're going with, that's what this is all about. Keep in mind, even if you're seeing the demo level and it's not necessarily what you were looking for, these are entirely modular. So if you are not making a sci-fi game, but you are making an assembly line game, well, there, you got an assembly line that you could use in your game of choice. So that is one of the assets. Our next one is a little bit different. This is a Chinese river village or something to that effect. Again, entirely modular. So if you just need to have like this stuff around, the hay bales or the various different pots and so on. I don't think, the buildings do have interiors. Everything in these building interiors, it's all available, again, completely modular in nature. I'm going to show you a couple from each engine. I think I'm going to show you three here in Unreal Engine, and then I'm going to show you two in Unity, and then two in Godot. Plus, I'm going to show you how you can export from one engine to another. So I'll show you another one in Godot at the very end. Links are down below. There are a couple of excellent exporters. There's an exporter for Unity to Unreal, Unreal to Unity, Unreal to Godot, and Unity to Godot at this point in time. So if you want to start using these assets, it doesn't really matter which engine it's for. You can get it into your game engine of choice pretty simply these days, which is very impressive. All right, so that is asset number 2. And this is one more. This has a name like Favelas, but I think it's just basically an urban, kind of a semi-slum environment. So I think this was called South American Slum otherwise. We get an idea of everything you need to create this kind of environment like so. So yeah, a bunch of different things. And again, as I keep harping on, these are all entirely modular. So you come into it and you will find everything. In the case of Unreal, it's blueprint. So if you need an electrical pole, you literally just grab an electrical pole and place it into your world. So you don't obviously need to use the demo levels, but all of the stuff in here, the modular bits like these water cisterns and the lids and so on, it's all modular. So you can use this again and again in various different projects, blend it in with other art styles, etc. All right, so that is it for Unreal Engine. Let's see how swimmingly things are in Godot. This is the Greek swimming pool or something to that fact. As in ancient Greece, not, I don't think this is typical of what swimming pools look like in modern day Greece these days. But you get an idea of what that one is all about. Once again, they've been converted over to the Godot game engine. I do love that Leartes is moving more and more of their assets over to the Godot game engine, especially with Godot not having its own asset store. So you see, once again, they've done it. So here, assets, you drill in, you hear this converted from HDRP. The art is all available here, and you can see it's prefabs, but in the case of Godot, they're all available as scenes. So if I need a lamp, I bring the lamp in, and I don't know where my lamp went. Okay, let's try something a little bit bigger. Here's a pillar. Let's bring that in. Boom, there is a pillar. There is a smaller pillar. There is a vase holder. There's the vase to be held, and so on. So if you need to create an environment, everything here is obviously completely modular and ready to go. And it is in Godot format, which is very nice. So everything's set up as prefabs. Plus, you can have your textures here as well. And then generally, you also get all your meshes, and they'll be available as GLB files that you could then go ahead and... Where are the GLBs? They're here somewhere. There they are. So all available as GLTF files. So you could pull them into Blender if you wished. So very nice in that regard. All right, next Blender demo. Sorry, make that a Godot demo. You see here, we've got a train station. Cyrillic lettering here. So I'm getting a very metro vibe here. But again, the idea, again, you got the train to work with over here, the station, and then things to fill out the station. And yeah, that's That's another one of the environments. So if you need to have a train station or a subway or whatever, you even get the subway car ready to go there as well. So that is, again, another Godot one, and everything is, once again, modular, so you can just break things in as you actually need them, compose the level of your requirements. And now our final demonstration here, we have a stylized cyberpunk city. So you see here, more closer to like that Cinti style of assets. If you need to create a futuristic style punk city, again, you're getting an absolute ton of props, including like low poly vehicles. You're getting drones in here, stackable car parks, hotels. I don't think these things have interiors. No, they don't. But basically everything you need to create a sci-fi style city in a low polygon setting. There are a couple of the different low poly ones in there. Most aren't. I would say probably about 20% are in this style between all of the various different bundles. And the reason why I'm motioning this one right now is this is actually a Unity asset that has been exported over. So again, there are a number of exporters listed down below. So this is what it can look like. This is, again, coming from the Unity game engine. And the cool thing about that exporter is it, once again, brings everything in as prefabs. So then you need to use something, you can just drag and drop it in and go from there. So again, you can look at this, if you've got those converters, you can look at this as being a giant collection of bundles, and you can ignore what actual game engine things are for. Especially when it comes to environments, the converters do a very good job on static meshes. All right, that's it for the Godot. So once again, this came from this. So this is the SciFi thing. It's using a shell shaded look on this side. You could easily add that on the other end. I don't like it as much other than the gloves, if I'm honest. But you can see this is the source of that asset we just saw in action. This is obviously the Unity engine version of it. And, well, we've seen this one. So let's go check out another example in Unity. And this is a post-apocalyptic diner. Now, definitely we've had some of these in previous bundles. This one for sure, because I know I've featured it. I think I've even used it in a thumbnail because I think it looks freaking cool. So this is kind of a diner in a world that has had better days, so probably 2027. You see here, diner environment, everything you need, a lot of things molded over or kind of done over. I think you could probably actually make the diner look not decayed if you wished. So I think some of that is art design choices, but it gives you an idea of what these actual bundles look like. And then we got this little bonus house over here. So if you're creating a zombie apocalypse style game or a shooter or anything post-apocalyptic, and like I said, you could just train back some of the finds and make this modern day as well. So that gives you an idea, a little smattering of what assets you are seeing in various different engines. Once again, you'll notice up here, Unity to Godot is what I used to do the export on the other one. Again, there are exporters for quite literally every single game engine available in this bundle. So don't worry about which engine it's for if you're willing to jump through a couple of hoops. So, once again, a quick rundown of the bundle. The way this works, again, it's Black Friday bundle. The Unreal Engine one is by far the biggest with 45 packs in it. When you buy it, you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and you can enter a code in right there. Since I've already got it, it doesn't work. But you can put a code in right there that will bring down the price. So what you want to use is the code BF60. It brings it down from the $99 price to the $39.99. That is the same code for all three bundles, BF60. So you see here again, all of these different environments are available. I'll show you the environments in a different format. So that is the Unreal Engine one. Then there is again the Unity one, 25 plus packs here. And again, you use the code at the bottom here and it brings it down. So BF60 drops it down to $39.99. And then finally, we got the Godot, which sadly is the smallest one, but 20 plus packs, nothing to sneeze at there either. So you get them, they are on Gumroad in your setup. So here you can see this is the Unreal Engine bundle. So there's like, for example, the Robot Factory we downloaded. You get a number of different environment bundles. Unreal Engine is the biggest one, but a lot of the things here are also just raw assets, things like weapon systems and cars and so on. But you get at least 20 bundles in there as well. Plus you get some discount codes, etc. You want to go ahead and download something, basically just click on it. Verify that you are a human. This is a Gumroad thing. Hopefully it only does it this one time. And then you can download it here. In this particular case, it comes down as a zip file that you basically extract out, and that's an Unreal Engine project file. Same thing here. This is the contents of the Unity portion. So you're getting a number of different environments. That's the one we just saw in action. There's the Cyberpunk one. See, we've seen this in a previous bundle. So you're going to definitely have some overlap with previous bundles for sure. There's a couple of sound effects packs thrown in here as well. Not too many of them. I might find them a little gratuitous, but if you want to bundle, add a couple of sound effect packs to your bundle, that's an option there. And things like footsteps, that's always useful, I guess. But at least 20 environment assets here as well. Again, all entirely modular, so you can mix and match what you need from them. That is the Unity bundle. And then finally, we have the Godot engine bundle. By the way, the Unity bundle, you download them. It comes back here. You pick an asset, and then it comes down as a Unity package. That package generally, in 100% of cases I've tried so far, has an HDRP, URP, and built-in pipeline version inside. So you import the package, and then you pick the version you want, import that package, and you're good to go. All right, so here you can see this is finally the Godot bundle. Once again, you're seeing a number. So we saw this one right here. I think this is the one we saw in Unreal Engine. And maybe that one there in action. And then, I didn't have to import it over. It's already brought over. But if you wanted to, you could have imported that over. One of my favorite environments, again, very much has been in a previous bundle, but I love this bowling alley. If you were making a bowling game, this comes with quite literally everything you need to make a bowling game. So a number of environments there. These are for Godot. If you're wondering how the Godot stuff works, what you do is you pick a bundle, open it up, and then you're going to notice there is a project file for the 3 different renders: compatibility, mobile, or forward plus. Generally, you would probably grab forward plus, especially if you were working on the desktop. If you were targeting mobile, you'd maybe pick mobile at that point in time. Compatibility seems kind of a relic to me these days. Basically, that brings down a zip file, you extract that out, and then open it up as a project. By the way, if you use any of the links on here, it does help support me. It goes a long way to supporting me, and I very much appreciate it. So I have a feeling we're going to see a number of Black Friday deals coming up. I will do my best to cover them. I'm kind of out of the office quite a bit next week, so that could be tricky. But I will definitely have a Black Friday roundup. But the bigger ones, I will try to do a dedicated video like this one. And this one is huge. It's 3 different bundles for 3 different game engines. We've got the Unreal Engine one, we've got the Unity Engine one, and we've got the Godot Game Engine one. And keep in mind, do not pay that price. Use the code BF60, drop $60 off, $39.99. So even if you have like half of these bundles, it's still a great value. So let me know what you think. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.